semifinals, where we have Rafael Wilson of Augustana and John Johnson from Trenton State University.
Well, Terry, this is one of the matches I've really been wanting to watch because you have two real go-getters out there right now.
Well, go-getters they are. Trenton State out to an early lead with that takedown. John Johnson just wanted to go out and take it to him right away.
It took him 9 seconds to score that takedown. And boy, he was ready. I mean, you'll not see two quicker wrestlers than these two. They really go quickly, and both of them will really go at it.
And Wilson with that escape right away, so 2-1 the score. And I think this is going to be an action-packed match here. Both wrestlers really seem like explosive, powerful individuals.
Rafael Wilson's done this spot before at 134 pounds. He's moved up a weight class. He's 45-1 going into this match. And John Johnson's a junior. He's 34-3 from Trenton State.
A lot of action here. Trenton State close to scoring there, but they're not going to give it. No definite control there. A good call by the official to go off the mat on the far side. It remains 2-1.
John Johnson's another one of the Trenton State wrestlers of David Eisenhower, their coach. He certainly has had his share of wonderful wrestlers over the last few years in Division III. And each year he has some explosive wrestlers, and they always seem to have 2 or 3 in the national finals.
Well, they've put a few good teams together here in the last 10 or 15 years. They've picked up some hardware from the Division III Wrestling Championships. Won a couple of team titles before. So they expect when they get to this point that they're going to win.
Well, it's real interesting to watch. Trenton State came in here with 10 wrestlers, all 10 of their wrestlers qualifying for the national tournament, which is the only team in the tournament that had 10 wrestlers qualify. But they found the going quite tough. Of course, with 10 wrestlers, you got a chance to score quite a few team points, and they did that well. But when they ran into the semifinals, they began to find that there were many wrestlers out there very, very tough.
And that was Wilson in on that body lock. Wilson able to bring him right off the mat, drop it down. Spectacular move by Rafael Wilson from Augustana. He picks up the takedown and the lead. Wilson with the lead now, 3-2.
Well, like I said, I think these are 2 of the finest wrestlers in the tournament. And we may very well be looking at the outstanding wrestler, the one that wins this match.
We mentioned that both wrestlers are very explosive, and we've seen both of them in similar situations now, scoring in similar situations with that body lock and lift.
Yes, well, Rafael Wilson's been here many times. He's a 3-time All-American. He's a 1992 outstanding wrestler in this meet, 134 pounds, and he's won 20 tournament championships.
That's
so
amazing. That is absolutely. 1 minute left here in the first period. 3-2 the score. Rafael Wilson on top. John Johnson, Trenton State, trying to get an escape. He does. He's able to get some space there, square up, space, picks up his 1-point escape. It's 3-3. And now those wrestlers with that over-under situation. And there's really a lot of horsepower out there on the mat right now, John.
well, these are 2 tremendously conditioned men out there going at it. I mean, they haven't given an inch either way, and both of them quick and powerful. It's been fun to watch. I mean, this is one of the real exciting matches that I've seen in the tournament. I watched them as they came through the brackets, and each time they wrestled, you saw the same kind of action from each person. So I knew when we got to 142 pounds tonight, we were really going to have a good match.
This really is a tough weight. I noticed that the third place finisher at 142, Jamal Fox from Warburg, he's another outstanding wrestler too.
Oh yes, all the way through. You see that. The strength and the quickness, and I suspect these 2 could wrestle any school in the country.
And I'm sure that any coach in the country would love to have them.
Oh, they certainly would. Any level.
So 3-3 the score at the end of that first period. Wilson will be in the down position as we start the second period. John Johnson from Trenton State there on top.
Their technique is very sharp. I mean, you see a stand-up, you see them to collect the hands immediately on the stand-up, not give their opponent a chance. And when they move people, they really move.
Well, that was a close ball, but that's not going to be control, as Johnson was very close to picking up a takedown. We mentioned that Wilson started this period in the down position, was able to get an escape right away. And there's Johnson back in on a double leg shot, coming back up to upper body tie-up. And both of these wrestlers just quick as cats.
Well, this is wrestling at its finest. Counters, shots, power moves, quickness, it's all there. This is what wrestling fans come to watch. When you see a match like this, it doesn't matter which one of them wins this match because they've both given it all here. And they'll walk away from this match knowing that they're among the best in the country at any weight class. And you'll see and hear from these two individuals a long time.
Well, oftentimes the tendency is in the finals to hold back, kind of be conservative, but that has not been the case at all in this final bout at 142 pounds. Both wrestlers seem to be confident in that upper body tie throughout the match, and they're right back in there again, going over and under position, or sometimes head and arm tie, pushing and pulling, jostling for position.
Well, there's a tremendous amount of energy being expended. While they may not have some action going, they're moving each other constantly. The setups are nice to watch. And the step-ins. And the counters coming off that, they just fight all the way to this outside.
Again, Johnson real close to scoring, but takes that nice double leg shot. Real quick double leg, nice and low. And he knows that Wilson is going to counter with a little bit of a sprawl, and Johnson comes right back up to the underhook and tries to drive in. Like we see there, underhook on one side, far knee block on the other, trying to get an angle, trying to drive across.
It looks like this, and we'll go down to the wire again.
Well, it's 4-3 at this point in the match, the waning seconds of the second period.
We end up this second period, it's 4-3. Rafael Wilson leads from Augustana College, leads John Johnson at Trenton State College. Both of these men are juniors, so they may have a rematch here again next year.
That could bring people back just for that match. Well, Johnson is going to start the third period in the down position. He had his choice, not surprisingly, chose down. I'm sure that he's going to be just as quick getting out of there as Wilson was. He's on his feet already, looking for hand control. Wilson, just amazing hip
power
power
there.
Can be
out and just quick as see, and boy, I was both up on their feet, and here we go again.
Wilson just has phenomenal hip power. You see a young man get in that position and able to lift like that and bring his opponent off the mat as high and as quickly as he does. That's just a sign of great position and great power. So 4-4 the score, minute and a half remaining.
Well, like we said earlier, sometimes these matches are a little bit conservative in the finals, but certainly this one has not been.
John, this is one of those matches you just kind of sit on the edge of your seat. You never know when one guy's going to attack, when they're going to score. Not a whole lot of action right here. They know that it's coming down to the last minute. And they realize that at this point, one mistake could cost a national title. They're going to call both wrestlers for stalling. And with a little flurry of action there, but they do give the 2-point takedown. And so it's Wilson.
Wilson goes ahead 6-4. I didn't see him touch down on the far side. It looked to me like he was still on his feet, but maybe he touched down and came back up real quickly.
Just for a moment. Just for a moment, but apparently that's all it takes in the eyes of this official. for control to be established.
Right back
Johnson
to his feet.
out right away once again. 43 seconds remaining. 6-5 the score in favor of Wilson from Augustana.
Once more, we're back in the situation where a takedown can win it.
So as quick as these individuals are at getting on their feet and getting away once they've been taken down, it's going to have to be a takedown with 1 or 2 seconds remaining to make it stick. Now Wilson taking a duck under, couldn't quite connect on it. We're back in that over-under situation.
There's a tremendous amount of pummeling going on inside.
Johnson able to tumble in and take a shot off it there. Johnson again with the duck under. Johnson close to scoring. Very close. Now
What a tremendous counter. That was fantastic action. The crowd just really appreciates this high-quality wrestling. You can't wrestle much better than that.
4 seconds remaining. It's 6-5. Wilson's got the lead. He's backing off. He has been warned. That's the way it's going to end, though. No stall call. 6-5 the score. Rafael Wilson
is really ready for this one.
That was just an absolutely excellent match here at 142 pounds. Great action.
You'll never see a finer wrestling match than that. Both of those young men have a tremendous amount to be proud of. And you can see the excitement and watch the excitement in the crowd. I mean, they saw one of the best matches of the entire tournament right here in the finals. And that's kind of unusual when you get those kind of wrestlers to match up against each other in the national championships. And Rafael Wilson comes away with a 6-5 victory. That was just magnificent.
Well, as you mentioned before, John, these guys are juniors, and don't be surprised if we see them match up again next year. But we'll have to wait for a few more months before that'll happen. Right now.